Alright, so welcome back everyone. Welcome. Sure, that'll be my intro for now. Alright, so let's get right to it. We're continuing the story. Shoot, yeah, I didn't stream this part. Okay, so stuff happened. We met Cypher. We went to Sigonia, Styxia, and we're currently doing it. From what I checked, I'm currently like, I think 3 hours left. 2 to 4 hours left in the story, depending on how slow I do it. I might finish it today, I may not. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so yeah, we left off talking to some dude. I already don't want to do this. Alright. Let's just do this.
These dead monsters actually be...
If Lady Cypher is to be believed, this would be the handiwork of Lord Mighty.
What?
He's still fighting against the Black Tide, even in the Netherrealm.
Okay, I don't have to fight these guys.
Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
Damn. Will we suffer the same fate as well? We're also here to trespass upon the Titans.
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise.
How about we not?
Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Okay, so you're just gonna touch them and then they're gonna die immediately, right? Right? I thought you said you were gonna deal with it. Why am I fighting these guys? And I don't have the right team. Okay, you know what's fine.
I always
You know what? Let's do Jade Deck Collector.
Relax. Good times, never last. Time to say bye.
Boom.
Stand still.
Wait. Does Jade Deck Collector increase the stacks you get? Okay, why didn't it, oh, does it never, and never, what the heck's their thing called? Inventor Gate. I'll only activate someone else. Damn. Do. Do I need to restart? I feel like I can do this.
May as well kill them all.
Maybe. I can still do this. I don't think I can still do this. This thing has to die right here. You get an action forward. Oh my god. Alright, this time let's not do it.
Give an inch and they'll take them. Don't let me down.
Let me tend your wounds.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Okay, I did not know Jade gave herself twice the amount of stacks of deck collector or whatever.
What's in your prescription?
Guess I owe you one.
Mimi!
Also, this is the first time I'm fighting these guys.
Say bye to breathing.
Oh, great. Okay, I can still do this.
Stand still. Where there's a way. Bending the rules.
I'll keep your desires close to my heart.
Game too loud. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I can easily turn myself or turn the game up. Although I'm already
The path ahead is
maxed,
blocked
so
by the River of
yeah.
Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
Yay! Why don't we just build a boat? You know, that seems like it could work. This water that like seems to have like,
if
you know,
Don Hung was around,
corrupt everything.
he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
If Lady Hycelins was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
High ceilings. Okay, I've been saying high silence. I was close. High ceilings.
Looks like this.
I'm just going to call her high ceilings now. And you guys heard that? She's dead. Even though, you know, this sometimes means nothing in this game.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Damn, that's so crazy. You know what? I'm gonna switch my team. I don't want to go through that again. You know what? Sure, why not? We'll add Himiko.
If there's anything.
Actually, we won't. You know what we'll do? You know what? We'll add Tribby.
Tribby,
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means
Sorry
for
for
me
my
to
mic.
rest myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above.
It's you people.
Damn, Castris. What do you mean by you people? Is Castris racist? Okay.
Oh, this place. Must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
What are you talking about? It's still beautiful. Look at the moon. Oh my god, is that Polixia? Pollux?
Please excuse me.
Okay, it's not.
I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling
Oh,
into
hello,
the River
Void
of
Kingdom.
Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish the 3.2 story. From what I've seen, I have 3 hours left ish. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm trying to do it in the stream.
This one seems to know that she's already dead.
If not, I'll probably finish it off soon.
Oh, I was merely speculating. But it seems I was right.
Damn.
And you... I recognize you. You're the holy...
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option.
Damn.
That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable.
Why do we gotta be so depressed all of a sudden?
But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead.
Damn, that's kind of tragic.
Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, Holy Maiden.
Well, at least now
At
we can
least
put
you are
her in
able to
peace.
respond to me. Please, grant me death.
Wait, I just realized, technically these guys are dead, right? Is Castris, like... Does she have the ability to, like, kill dead people?
Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
Or are they, like, their soul is, like, stuck in limbo? So, like, their soul's technically alive, but they're not dead. Whatever. She seems free. I can't imagine what I'd feel like to roam around this void for centuries. She
I
seems free.
have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries.
Damn.
For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Damn.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
You should chat with Don Kong about this. I can't agree with you on this. I don't know.
This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium.
Oh, hello, Pixel. Good to see you
My
again.
mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me.
I would be your friend, Castris. You know.
But I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now
You
that
can't
I've
kill
learned
me.
about
I
my
have
near
no
death
soul.
state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
I sold it so they could bring back the quesarito to Taco Bell. Okay, I did not. But I would. Okay, maybe I won't. You know what? I'll sell my soul for like 3 quesaritos and then like 2 Baja Blasts. And then you got it. My soul's all yours. Okay, that's like very little. Okay, and some Dorito habaneros, alright? They discontinued those like 20 years ago.
This place is so spacious. Is this the kingdom's vault?
I never got the chance to try them. It's time to use Ornek's Miracle. I get scared when I see these vertical structures.
Broken stairs, blocked paths. This place is gonna fall down soon.
We'll be fine.
Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
But how should we get up there?
We fly, duh. Oh, please don't tell me I have to do a bunch of puzzles. Why? Can't. Don't we have the ability to like jump like 3 stories? That doesn't seem like that big of a jump. You know, we can like clearly climb on those like bone things or flower and then get on to there. I don't see why we have to like do puzzles every single time.
The path is blocked yet again.
Oryx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient.
Yeah, such a big coincidence that, you know, We can't like jump over these rocks, or like, you know, whenever there's like a thing that's blocking our path, something just like coincidentally is like right there.
Look,
Isn't that
there's
crazy?
even a platform lift over there.
Gotta keep the brain smart. Every time I do these puzzles, I feel even more stupider. That's a word. I like go back and forth. Okay, so I activate it, and now I'm like, all right, I'm supposed to do this. I overcomplicate things, and then I go back, and then I go back again, and then I go back, and then it turns out all I needed to do was go back, do one thing, and then go back, and then the puzzle's done.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Damn. I'm crying. I'm not stupid, the puzzle's stupid. True that. You know what? I need to stop complaining. Okay, this wasn't so bad. I guess. Actually, okay, now I have no. Oh, wait. Is there a thing here? Okay, there's a bridge here.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Then we'd be
Man.
stuck.
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yes. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't like freaking when we had to activate the 4 things.
Stay back. Don't come any closer. Don't come near me.
Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him?
Nice, scared of
Or
us.
is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
Nice, scared of us. Let me fight him. Ah, these are the troubles that powerhouses like us face.
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
What are you talking about? I'm the most threatening person there is out there.
You have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
I thought we were just trying to get up here.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
He's talking about Maida.
A warrior? Could it be?
Was he blonde? Did he look like Gilgamesh from Fate? Clearly they have Fate here, right?
Wait a minute.
There's like 20
You
different
seem to
versions
be
of him.
Quite different
them.
from him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
It's a long story.
Because we're dead.
We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death. Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Damn.
Pollux. Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
Alright, just, you know, I just need a couple more, pictures to add to the folder. So just, you know, just like 3 more for the road, alright? That shouldn't hurt, right? It's saved. I'm pretty sure.
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command,
No one saw that.
evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it.
Gasp.
But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Enforius with this unprecedented power.
Wait, we know who her sister is. We know what the dragon's about. Who is the queen? Like, I guess, yeah, who, wouldn't it be technically Casterus's, well, maybe past mother or whatever? Yeah. I'm kind of curious about that now.
As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
Damn.
You... Thank you.
Nah, I wouldn't want, you know what? I wouldn't want Castress to touch me only because I wouldn't want to die. You know, she can touch me, but, like, I don't want to die.
This is his...
A soul. Although, I don't know. I have no idea what troubles you're going
Then
through.
you granted him death? That isn't like you. You would have refused even if I commanded you to do so.
I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but...
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every...
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia.
Could he win against
However,
Goku?
now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others death at will. In other words...
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded. Pleaded for me to put an end to all of this.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt.
I have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fate finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals. If the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world, perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening? It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field. A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
What? But wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
What?
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Aminet brought me to Idonia.
So what, did she get, like, reborn? Did she get reincarnated?
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
It's yet another eulogistic butterfly. Are we getting closer to the Netherrealm?
Alright, so did, like, Casterus and Pollux exist before the Titans were born, and then Casterus had to sacrifice herself because they wanted to become the Death Titan or whatever, and then Pollux was still alive, but then she became a dragon, and then that dragon became cursed or whatever, and then from that dragon, there was a little girl inside, and that was Casterus, and then Casterus went to Adonia, and from there, her story continued. Is that how the story's going?
Oh, this is...
Wee.
Living ones? Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here? And have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
I've definitely heard that name many times today. Its pilot is probably right here.
You don't have to describe it like that, miss.
You have, during the age of myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the river of souls,
is this the guy that died? I mean,
shall
lied.
make Pollux soar again and bring death back.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh? Looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
So,
What did you figure out? You and that dragon, or you the two sides of the same coin?
this is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by
That's right. That's why it's
Damn.
imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower. Well, that final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
Is that Castrus?
What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
this.
We
Ah,
had been
flashbang.
inebriated in Fagusa's feast
Oh, it's
too
Queen
long
of Styxia.
before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the Nether Realm.
Yeah, I have a good DPS team.
Unable
If
to
you're talking
rest
about my
in
party
peace,
right now,
these
it's
departed spirits engulfed Styxia like
Well,
a
work.
roaring tide. As a result, my
Or
city
are you
and
telling me
its
there's gonna be
people
I'm going to fight a
no
boss?
longer exist.
I'm sure I'll be fine. I got a good DPS team.
Child is the only person whom I managed to save.
It's not the best, but it will
Born
work.
Within the evil dragon's abdomen,
Alex, I
she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins.
I've not been to paying attention. Hold on, let me recap this. Blah blah blah. Cut of the river. Okay, and then we will rest in peace. Engulf strikes in the roaring tides. As all right. Okay.
Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
I promise that I will care for her as a mother,
Damn.
that I will protect her from the evils of death.
Wait, what?
By Fagusa above, thank us, her mother. Please
Damn,
bless
this Caster
child
is his
with
mom.
a name. Before I am swept away by the River of Souls, please Let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Castress, a princess home buddy.
Oh, like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death. Castress. That shall be her name.
Is that the meaning behind her name? Name.
That's where my name comes from?
Roar! A massive roar in the distance.
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
It's surely Thanatos or Pollux.
Ah, living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide creations. When did they miss? Please fight them with caution.
But
Be
why?
careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures.
Everyone, hide behind me! Lose some, win some. I always deliver.
Now I can one-shot these guys. Alright, just watch.
You bully!
Nope, everything's totally fine. Alright, watch this.
Underestimating us will cost
Alright,
you.
watch this. Alright, and then we give this to you. And then boom, watch it.
There's no backing out now. For me or you. Who's the little backstabber?
There's so many.
Okay, haha, what is this? Wait, hold on. What is this? This is the first time I'm seeing this. Am I screwed?
Is it coming?
Nah, I'll be fine.
Away we go!
Why do you guys have to go after the character with lowest health?
Everyone, hide behind me!
Fine. Game, have it your way.
Give an inch and they'll take a mile. Don't let me down.
I'm still doing this. Oh wait, I kind of messed up my order. It's fine, this will still work.
Lose some. There's no backing out now. For me or you. Self-inflicted misery.
Wait. Okay, wait, Triby's field is every her turn.
There's so many
Yeah,
of
okay.
them. How are we holding up?
I totally did not die.
Bad. Just a graze. Give an inch and they'll take a mile.
It's like the fire monster. I noted. A man.
Relax.
I kind of want to give Deck Collector Jade, although
Don't let me
I'd have to
down.
wait for her next turn in order for her to attack. I survived this.
Who's the little backstabber?
I'm sure I'll figure his mechanics when I get to it, when he shows up in MOC. Or maybe next Pure Fiction he'll show up. Let's go.
There's no backing out now. For me or you.
I should have waited.
It's coming. Hiding the west wind.
Away we go. There's more.
Our souls.
Is that Maida?
For the feast of strife.
Oh, okay.
On their triumphant return.
Our boy Maida came in clutch.
You?
Lord Mighty?
I miss you so much that it almost killed me, pun unintended. You're adventuring in the River of Souls too?
Lord Mighty. You've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living and continue my...
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to... Why does death reject you?
Because he's built different.
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow.
Damn, he was all like, I'm not dying because I don't want to die. He's just built different.
The current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
He seems to be stuttering. Is this really the proud Maida?
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. It seems. His battlefield is not limited to the world of the living.
Damn, and we should probably hurry up, you know?
Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower. To summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
You know, I'd be okay with Maida coming along.
Thanatos challenge.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Oh, he's coming with us. Alright.
Let's go together.
Maida has joined the party.
Let the person who has brushed against death countless times.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this?
I'm not afraid. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today.
Alright, let's go fight death. Let's go kill God. Yeah. I swear to God if there's more puzzles.
Take a quick 5 and relax a bit.
Alright, we're almost there. We're like right there. We're like right there. We're like right there. For you in a rusted and broken chains remnants of the past that once led to the tower.
This is going to be difficult.
Is it time to use our time powers again? Watch me jump over it. Didn't Cass from Kremnos also have this?
Please calm down. If you were to fall into the icy cold river of souls, I'm afraid that you really would die here.
Nah, I'm just built different.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the 4 of us to the other side. The Rune of Recollection is here, but I can't find a miracle orb anywhere. So weird. Huh. Could it be in the collapsed tower in the distance?
Looks like it's your time to shine. 1 minute of men being useful comes from 1,000 days of training men.
That sounds so weird. Forget it. Just leave it to me.
Oh my God. Ma'am, I got an idea. Why don't you just fly over there and activate this teleport waypoint, and then we'll just teleport. That sounds like it could work. I'm pretty sure you and me are like, you know, chained by life or whatever.
Just shout for me when you need my help.
Please, ma'am. Go, ma'am.
Got it. Just leave it to me.
I don't know why you're shouting.
Mem did it.
The pink squirrel is very smart.
Haha, he called you his pink squirrel.
Why am I a squirrel now?
Wee.
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Damn. Your 2 moons.
Aren't I a good fit for Orynyx's priest?
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Wee.
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door.
Is it boss fight time? Not changing my party. I can totally do this with this team. You know.
Is that?
It's Trinen. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be, right? Oh my god, it is.
Wow, there are so many of you.
I told you she wasn't dead.
It's little Cass and little Gray. Oh, there's also little D and the big puppy. Trien, aren't you?
Dead? Trinen and Maida. I get it now.
Get what? I'm getting even more confused.
She's probably also dead.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the River of Souls.
It really works like this. Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way. I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Trien.
Yup, you're right. Trien already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Trien believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm.
Damn.
So, Trien has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Damn. You couldn't activate the teleport waypoint for me? Okay.
Oh, it must have been very tough for you.
But according to what Trien said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trien promised Trevi and Trinen that when little Cass got here, Trien would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
We finally finished it.
Aww. There's everyone.
This is what Lady Treeby once mentioned. The gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
Wait, hold on. You know what? Sure, why not? We'll have the full picture too.
The Holy Maiden of Janus. Even when separated by life and death, their thoughts are still connected.
Wait, they can still telepathically talk to each other?
Trien spent a lot of time drawing this. Trien hopes that little Cass likes it.
Seriously?
Aww.
Seriously? A wonderful drawing. Lady Trien.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Treevee has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey.
Only now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady
The first
Apaya.
time.
The first time I went for a walk with Lady Treevee, Lady Trian, and Lady Trinan. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. I don't have a single one with if I had known. I would have taken more pictures.
Then shall we take one now? Hold on. Oh, one more. Wouldn't hurt. Wait. Alright. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I'm actually getting these.
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
It's alright. I'll draw it. What do you mean? I just took a picture.
Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
It's alright. I'll draw it. Yeah, just give me like 5
There
hours.
won't be any regrets.
I'll open up paint on there. You know, I'll do it right now.
This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cass smiled. Treevee, Trinan, and Trian's wishes finally!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving...
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely! Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
See you tomorrow. This is a blinding smile. Trian's golden form disappears in the said fog of Stignonia's moonlight. Oh my god, it's Cypher. I don't see you there.
The aura of this place. We have indeed reached the end of the stream of souls. If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
Can you find your way out? Don't you want to know the truth behind Thanatos?
I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different. Castorus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mighty.
I don't see you back there, Cypher.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting. I will continue to fight till I die, then rise from death till the miracle descends.
Yo, since Midas is supposed to die, what if like his death from the prophecy doesn't mean anything if he just comes back to life? What if?
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
Damn.
I see.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a...
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Okay, I took enough pictures. I'm not going to take another one.
Thank you, Lord Mighty.
I will.
I will find the right decision.
Alright, peace out, homie. See you tomorrow.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned.
Are we not going to acknowledge Cypher at all?
We need to insert Aquila's
No!
sky,
No! No!
Georianus's earth,
No!
Kephali's fire,
No! Stop it!
Goose's ocean.
No, Casper, stop! Stop! I don't want to do more puzzles. No! Not another not another puzzle that requires 4 things.
And Nessia's love.
Cypher, get him. You got them, right?
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message.
You don't need puzzles,
My
I
time
think.
is rather precious after all.
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castorus, please, live as a human, and die as one.
You know what? Oh, one last photo. The last one. Okay, maybe second to last. Wait, I feel like, are we gonna get a cutscene? Should I turn up the volume a bit more? Alright.
According to that
okay, no, we're
alchemist,
not.
the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he is not privy to the past, and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kephali's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, she was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything. They died for me.
You mean Pollux?
That's right.
Okay.
The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching them, and that's why We have to awaken Pollux. We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
But Cass, if
The
that
power of
alchemist
alchemy.
speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon bond?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
I did when I was collecting the souls. You sighed many times on the way here.
No, not from me. The sounds that come from the memories when we were collecting souls.
Ah, I heard them too. So what are those?
I think it's probably the sign of they must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death. A land they never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. Pollux, that wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm even after their fall. Quietly watching and documenting every detail of their sister.
Ah, so instead of picking up objects on the way here,
We were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together.
but all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we go through with the ritual and it turns out totally different?
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete. This is why alchemy is also now. The puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining.
You.
I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my Lady Trienne has already drawn a picture of my entire life. And it is now.
Aww. Okay, the beginning of this like BGM kind of sounds like the start of whenever you launch Honkai Star Rail, where it's that same piano notes. You get what I'm getting, like the da 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 da. What teams you have? Because it's already fighting.
Then, let the ritual begin.
Oh yes. I'm not going. I feel like I've seen these symbols in other games before. Eyeball, chalice, axe, trident, a wheel. That sounds like something I would name these symbols. It's from the teleport point. Alright.
And now, the objective is complete. That is all. Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now, Pollux,
Okay,
I shall
I don't have to
lift
do
you
any
from
puzzles.
the river of souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your body may become horrifying to behold. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore,
Remember
then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. Lady Almanette.
Did she recognize you? Oh, she must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story?
Yes. Never mind.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the
world.
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Casterus, the girl who coexists with death.
Okay, you know what? Just one last one. You know, it wouldn't hurt, right?
But you no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl.
Oh, well, and that Styxia, the pearl of the ocean, plagued by unlimited calamity and ravaged by death in the fairy tale. It was the first city-state to shift their faith towards death, even from where you stand now.
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the era Chrysia, blessed with eternal life, could ever yearn for death.
I mean, I don't know. The people in the Lafu kind of like... Actually, no. There's some people in the Lafu that want to live for a long time and can live for a long time. And then other people that don't want to live for a long time and can live for a long time. Stuff.
I have pondered the same question, child.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. That's how someone once explained to me why death isn't necessary, but I still can't take that as the final answer. Would a world without journeys and epics be worse off?
I take it the one who... however, did find some inspiration.
Please enlighten me, Lady Amunet. Though I have already made up my mind on how to handle the authority, your words might truly guide me toward the path forward.
You and I are neither warriors nor generals. Therefore, journeys. But what if I reframe it like this? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by Nestia?
Love?
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. For all the good things in the world could be revisited endlessly. The so-called era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. They simply existed. Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death not out of fascination with its cruel and fierce, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite.
Therefore, death is not a thing of fear and does.
That's right, Casterus. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways. And also the original... If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return.
Okay, I'm not taking another picture. I've taken enough.
I understand, Lady Amunet. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from humankind.
You may take away our hearts, but you can never take away our freedom.
Nestia's love was the chrysalis of gold's first
Hasta la
blessing,
vista.
but it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played a midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Itonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. And I would never have lived, let alone found happiness.
I mean, I feel like if you're immortal, you know, you can maybe find happiness, you know? I don't know.
Thank you, Mother.
Aww. Aww.
I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life.
Is it cutscene time? It's cutscene time!
Anaxagoras, grant me the wisdom of all things, I call upon thee, the strict dead
Time to fight.
dragon's corpse.
Fire.
Rises from the earth,
I love this 30 FPS
falls
cutscenes.
from the sky. As above, so below.
I really hope Cypher's not here.
This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great word that commands all death. I shall grant you embrace.
It's me. It's Dark Gleam, guys. No way. Okay, so this thing might show up next Pure Fiction, if not next MLC. Sure, why not? When allies target HP, reduce accumulated desperate bubble. Upon reaching the limit, remove damage negation, enter the enhanced state.
Just a graze. Is the girl who once saved my life truly gone?
Or will you show yourself again once we eradicate this hatred and regret?
Damn, what is this thing's weaknesses? Not sure why not. I need to activate her skill.
Watch my moves closely.
But I don't want to miss dialogue. Actually, I feel like I'm doing too little DPS to maybe I won't even need to.
It's coming. Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid.
Time for a lesson. Need a doctor?
Okay.
Watch closely.
Yeah. Okay, why did I do Bailu? I should have done someone else. Oh, nail! Oh my god, 2 people died. I can do this. I can do this with this team. I'm gonna be stubborn.
Lose some, win some.
Alright, I'll give 2 more tries. If I can't do it with this team, I'll try something else. Nah, I got it.
Don't let me down.
I can do this. What's my unbuilt Bailu?
Who once saved my life truly gone? Or will you show yourself again once we eradicate this hatred and regret?
Boom.
It's coming. Are you the West Wind?
Away we go.
And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid.
Guess I owe you one.
Watch closely.
Okay. Damn, I don't think that's enough.
Mini, mini. Mini.
Lose some, win some.
No! Okay, there's no reason for me to do that, but it's fine.
Bending the rules. We? There's no backing out now. For me or you. Self-inflicted misery.
There's no more need to weep in grief. I will grant you peace.
Alright, second phase, second phase.
Yes, it's me. I'm back.
Is it coming? Hiding the west.
West wind. Away we go.
Who's the little backstabber?
I kind of want to try and get Bailu's ult. Just in case I don't have enough damage to get my health back. Not sure why not. Boom, 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 boom. I need to reapply Debt Collector and reapply Tribu's skill. Yeah.
Careful. They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them.
I'm not gonna do any damage here, kind of.
Don't let me down. Give an inch and they'll take 'em.
Okay, yeah. Good thing I skilled twice. Actually, I think I would have been fine with just doing it once.
Guess I owe you one.
What's in your prescription?
Time for a lesson.
Hiding the west wind. Away we go. Me.
Who do I want to give this to? Yeah, sure, why not?
Bending the rules.
Oh, that's it.
Don't turn back to the nether realm.
Oh, death.
Oh, she's powering up.
Sleep in peace.
Easy. Alright, now we just have to wait until this thing shows up in MLC. And, you know. Hopefully, it should be fine. I can do a better team.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death.
Okay, but Apocalypse Shadow is a different story.
And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I this might not be what you wanted.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm.
Someone's about to have a near-death experience.
In the past.
Yeah. That's just how we trailblaze.
Please take me to where the core flame of death rests.
Hold on, another cutscene?
I'll be going now.
Great, let's go. We won't have to go into the egg, right?
They may look scary, but as long...
Oh no, we're dying. My time is almost up.
What's wrong?
I feel dizzy. I think I'm done for. I don't feel so great.
Are you...
What's wrong with her?
Her time is almost up. If I don't go now, I'm afraid her soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again.
In exchange for your soul, no.
Mem, stay here and keep a close watch until I return. All right?
All right. I'm the best at taking care of others.
But how? You're like 2 feet.
Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets.
Is it hug time? No regrets. Take your time, I can still hold out. I'll go too, let's see who gets to the Netherrealm first.
That's not funny!
It's a deal then.
Just one last one. Oh, maybe I can't. Hello? Okay. Farewell, Castris. See you soon.
Please. Wait for me.
Are we not going to get a hug? Sing your little song, follow closely behind, blah 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 blah. Virtue not with me, with best seas, for perhaps without seeing me, you will listen to the ocean.
After all that, you still ended up back here.
I would slowly zoom in out. Or if I just wait here, we'll show a full. I think that's where it stopped. You know what, I'm fine.
So the legends were true.
Yes.
Aww.
Just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Is that you, Plixia?
Do you?
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment.
I see. Call me Thanatos, then. However, since you recognize the name, you...
Yes. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphor.
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind. Just like what you are doing now.
Can you tell me about the last era? No, what did you do, Polixia?
A long, long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold, but fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of a family member with a...
That trial was indeed recorded.
Then you should already know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life. So that I couldn't accept that.
Damn.
Why did we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux.
You're right.
To carry her up the River of Souls and back
That's what
into
matters
the mortal
here.
realm.
Who needs shoes? She's in a wheelchair.
But our fates were already decided, and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon
She can still wear some
humankind,
kicks.
created at the same time as death. When the living die,
Mauricio,
their souls will meet
I can't
Thanatos,
move it
who will
anymore.
determine where
Alright,
every
that's
soul
kind of messed up.
goes. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Netherrealm to await reincarnation.
I have no idea
If
what's
they
going
raise
on.
their right hand, the soul is rejected by the Netherrealm and
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again.
Aww.
The half of
They're each
Thanatos
of
that
one hand.
represents life, the undying human who grants death. That was...
Then, what about you?
As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of the living. From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. Souls were denied their audience with death, and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world. Then, what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them, all while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring in endless loneliness.
Well, if I just don't move from here. Oh, I can't explore. Alright, let's go. I beat you to it. Haha! Take that. Oh, what? I'm moving too fast. Fine.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another, like a pair of hands. We walked different paths.
I had hoped that maybe you would at least have a good life. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well. It didn't go to waste.
Even though I forced the authority of granting death to humanity.
Too many responsibilities were forced upon me in the course of this long journey. I was once, but I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing, wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the hand of shadow determine a person's remaining, because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
True.
Are you saying there's no point?
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Not even a god. Life and death weigh equally heavy. We both know that now.
You, too, must have had we've taken quite the ridiculous journey. I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written. And let us draw this seemingly endless fate to a close.
Ha! Beach to it.
It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. I always hoped I would see you among them. But I was also afraid of seeing you. But more than anything,
I know. But don't you see, you don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway. So, let's give our core flame to her and have her take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only meant to watch over life. Let's tend the field together and create a warm sea of... What do you think, Polixia?
yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold by the prophecy, Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield.
Goodbye, Thanatos.
As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, our fated moment has arrived.
Just like before.
Yes, but unlike that time, the ones on... Yes. As dictated by fate, complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death. And light, you've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland. It's like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly into the netherrealm.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the netherrealm. The river of souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. This sea of flowers you sowed shall be...
Just one last thing.
Of course. What is it?
delete my browser history. Okay.
Please.
Don't forget me.
I promise you, when we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms.
Casterus, you're as beautiful as a fleeting.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Yay, we did it.
Time flies. In the blink of an eye, the 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death.
No need to ask so many times.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your fear of crowds holding...
I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be an utter waste of...
Such harsh words. As I see it, you are no less...
I couldn't agree more.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you.
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind words. Well,
Not our
that
boy.
is exactly why I chose you.
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me?
I suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer. Do you recall where we stopped the last time?
You were saying that Amphorius's history is cyclical.
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one, they left this world, leaving only the twin. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and Calypso, as well as Nicodor and Naias, act as supporting evidence. I can only come up with a rough sketch for all the pains I took to reach this point. I had already lost hope of ever obtaining definitive proof. After all, the past is in the past. That is, until I met a girl named Polixia and her sister. If Casterus was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will no doubt be the... If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just...
Well, that is all well and good, but how can you be so sure? If there is even the slightest error in your...
It matters not. The most important quality a scholar must possess is foolhardiness. If you are overly cautious, then you'll never have the gumption to make the first step. Besides, I, Anaxagoras, am destined. Let us go and teach those pathetic worms one final lesson.
Damn, he called them worms. Yay! Oh wait, remember dream bubbles of whatever, desperate bubbles. Alright, I can't wait to fight that thing. I hope.
Fine. So they are leaving the final debate to him.
Okay, just a quick glance. How much left do I have left? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So there's that. There's that. I still have like an hour left. Oh my god. Why? Whatever. There's like an hour and 20 minutes left. Sure, let's...
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you. Let them hear the voices of the...
As always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world?
Akuma has stood strong under the system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision?
Nothing ever is...
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an So...
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you... Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, tell it to those begging for salvation.
Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Who will you be voting for?
No one.
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Circe safeguard.
We. Okay, I think I'm gonna continue for another hour and 20. Lead the way.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, Phinin of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the flame?
Can this dude really face down kindness?
By Kefali above. Dear citizens of Akima, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings.
Blah.
The apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer.
Alright, sorry about that.
Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise. far from the noise, and because she and all that she nurtured, all that I loved. I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children, they kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, Why, Father?
Damn.
Aren't we the best of friends? That is the black tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity gone, Akuma will return to an... Much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, by now the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flame.
Everyone panic!
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still...
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand? No! This
Everyone
peace
panic.
we enjoy is
Cause
no
chaos.
gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved and The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akuma's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with...
He said vermin.
You insolent whelp! How...
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. Oh well, not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but they attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akuma. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human? Or the poisonous glands? Make your judgment. Then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity, yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you...
Yay.
Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, Rest assured, for Aglaya, Tribios, and I will remain your... And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be a steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Absolutely right. The grace of heirs only are...
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, each faction holds an equal share of votes,
As expected. This is the moment when the Flame Chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's you.
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will...
I have long since made a decision.
Wait, if he's the last to vote, doesn't it not matter? He's not gonna vote. He's not gonna vote. My boy, please tell me you're not gonna vote. If you don't vote, I will honestly respect you even more.
Very well. May you bring...
Always the performer.
What up?
Talk about a grand entrance.
Where's the Glea at? Oh, there she is.
Grand entrance.
Heh. That's all she has to say.
Always the performer.
He's gonna stuff the ballot boxes. Watch.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions. Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the seven sages,
They're all like, just
of the
vote
Grove of
already.
Epiphany, and the scholars of Amphorius, but before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the assembly, regardless of...
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you.
My boy. My boy! Yes!
What's he doing?
He's not voting.
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Nah, he's not voting. My boy, he's doing it.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence.
Stop voting.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
Your vote. Cast your vote.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision.
Damn, my boy just did not vote. He just like
We
did
need
not
only
give
to
one
follow
F.
the sound of the tides.
Well done, child. Just as I've...
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her...
I respect you immensely.
You cherish the truth. So, child, do not be troubled. hurt by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hit. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But go forth, for the truth is already in your hands. Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new... And when you reach the end of this journey...
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit. May we meet again.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone!
Behold, Circe.
He's gotta make everything so dramatic. And I love him for it.
The final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
He's gonna shoot the boat.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Is he gonna shoot the base?
Thank you, Castorus.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase Journey and nothing else.
Okay, never mind.
Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By carefully and Lenten above, as the Theoros,
No! Like Nexa, what have you done? Have you... I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
I knew it! He was a double agent all along. Never had doubt.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of...
You put on such a grand performance. Just...
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but if you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Faction, because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this assembly.
Democracy, yeah. Woo.
I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the Flame Chase journey. This resolution...
You! It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lygest.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the...
What is this performer up to now?
Damn, what's he gonna do?
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, but I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, tell me, who among you dare swear to Kephales's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised? A beautiful new...
Nonsense!
No one? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, that it will happen for sure.
Is he talking to Glea? Oh.
No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Is he gonna, like, pick a Glea?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So,
No one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this.
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway.
Damn, he's just making everyone mad at him.
But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings.
Damn.
That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one... Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare... Everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true! Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memory.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow.
Damn.
All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is pure blasphemy!
It's impossible. What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you even in our next life? Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies?
I told you, don't interrupt me.
Oh, damn.
But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body. You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders. I fused my soul with a god through alchemy, and learned the truth behind Erano.
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
He did it.
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Oh my god.
The catalyst. We're carefully about.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no response. Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be. Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should...
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akuma's codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully...
The honor is mine to bear. Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akuma's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercise. First, Elder Kindness of Akuma and Lygus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law. leading to the egregious. In the names of Talantan and Kefili, Akama is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the
Curse you!
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany.
Anaxagoras.
He has
Execution.
confessed to grave blasphemy against In the names of Talantan and Kefili, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible
Off was his head.
Let him die! Let him die! Let him die!
Ha! Fools! He can't die. He's already died.
What decision will he...
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya.
Let him die!
Then, in light of O Talantan on high, may
Damn, they're really, you know, cheering for this dude's death. It's alright, he's fine. I still got like 50 more hours. Hold on. I got like 40 hours left. Oh my god. What is this place? There she. I'm not taking any more pictures. Actually, unless.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome
We're still friends,
to my
right?
realm, where the west wind ends.
We're still friends, right? We're still gonna hang out after work, right? It's a beautiful place. Mom, I made it. My character arc is finally done.
You're still as energetic as always. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos himself. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal. But in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life. And it is my duty as a master of death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tide. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation. Yet, sadly,
Guess this end already. Oh my god.
to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey.
Damn, is Castris gonna be like stuck here for a while?
Thus far,
You have my word. You're not going back, but at what cost?
rest assured, defying death is Thanatos' divine authority. Fortunately, your soul hasn't dissipated. This is not a resurrection, but the extradition of a dying person back to the...
So you're not going back?
Just like the other demigods. That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring.
Oh, we're screwed then. We're screwed.
Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for and for your life. The only life I can save.
I'll do my best.
I am glad to hear that.
Over here.
I believe
Damn. You know what? I don't know. I kind of want to stop here. It's kind of a horrible place to end it off on, but like, Does anyone really want? Yeah, no one's even watching me. That even if there was, did you guys even want to see me end this story? Wait, hold on. Can I? Oh wait, damn. Damn, you can't do anything, but you can pull. There's still a week left. Damn. Later. I think I'm going to pause. Yeah, this beginning piano piece has like the same beginning as when you leave the game. I was planning to do a tier list. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Still got this event to do. Okay. Such a tragedy. Wait, imaginary? Wait, Imagine Theater is not called Imagine Theater. It's called Imaginary Theater. Damn. You know what? I think I'll continue this until I texted someone until they respond. But when they respond, I think I'm good. Yeah. Nah, Himiko.
I believe in you.
Don't go. Please, I beg you, don't go.
Lift your chin up high and step forward with us to war tomorrow!
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Nah.
Onward.
I don't want to leave.
Show me your courage.
I'm gonna stay here forever in a safe.
We shall become heroes together.
Aww. Guys, it's a picture. Finally. Gee, spoiler alert. Thank you, Castris. Since I've already made it to the end, maybe I can have one last glance at the Sea of Flowers. Don't turn around, keep looking forward. 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 Let's go with one. Oh, it's Acheron! No! Fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. Guys. It'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. Damn, Acheron made an appearance. Now I want to get her. What's this? What in the world are these shadows and voices? It's the temptation of death.
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you. Over here, friend! Take my hand. Let's go home.
Goodbye, Netherrealm. Hello again, mortal realm. Goodbyes means you'll never see them again. Let the trailblazing continue. Wait, are we not going to get a hug from Castris? Also, how are we supposed to get out of here? I'm back.
At last. I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together.
Yeah, this beginning piece of the OST kind of sounds like the train.
Is it Ornyx's final blessing?
That's me, I'm built different.
Truly incredible. Perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you. It seems that this is the riddle which cannot be solved. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming each breath into a fine rain. Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as if I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound every touch, every embrace we share. And that they will radiate with an intense warmth. So
Oh, it's time. It's hug time.
the other shore is very cold.
That's our pilots.
May I borrow your warmth one last time? Thank you
Ayo.
for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heart,
Oh no, we got a 4-star, guys.
heat of this embrace,
Oh, never mind.
I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief,
Goodbye, Princess
but
Helmuddy.
it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's no more cutscene after that. I'm gonna turn it.
Reunite in the new world.
Maybe we'll meet at the end of the West Wind. It's Herda.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
Damn.
I gave up everything in search of truth. And it culminated in this very moment. You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not hesitate when you saw the chance to attain power. It's...
Crave power, like a fly craves rot.
Those are your words,
not mine.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Finan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity.
Oh, hello there.
You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
You have 171.7 million credits. Damn, that's a lot of credits.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
So, this is our last chance.
I have no
How
idea
about
how much
let
credits
go
I
of
have.
the bad blood between us.
Damn.
May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
Damn.
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're insane.
Damn, when Anoxus says when he's calling someone insane, they must be truly insane.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals, until Finan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the flame chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty shell.
Damn. Wait, hold on. What's Finan's core flamer? What's the demigod he's gonna be?
I've long predicted this was the case, but I didn't think you'd already lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before.
Aw, that's all you guys need sometimes, just, you know. Just a talk. And if a little talk doesn't work, then you guys are screwed.
But casting aside our ideological differences, there is...
Feinen.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people. And I can confidently say he is a far better leader.
Oh, damn.
Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my
damn, the
estimates,
romance tie-in.
his horribly elaborate sense of style.
Wait. Who is Bestia? Actually, do I want to look? I'll look after the story then. Just in case I don't want to spoil myself.
We found common ground at the very end of our...
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back.
Laya, we're back.
Oh, we're here.
Welcome, our great hero reborn from the ashes.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him.
Damn.
A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
A core flame of death. All we need is 1, 2, 3 more. Aquila, I think. And then 2 more. I have no idea what those other 2s are.
I'm glad.
Maybe the romance. You had something to say. Why didn't you say it?
I don't see Castris among your number.
She had to stay.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She finally understood her origins and completed her trials. I believe she'll always be at our side, watching us.
I agree.
Boop.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic. Trinin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding core flame for us.
You got it.
You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe
I feel like she's gotta save someone, like, you know, not directly, but like indirectly. Let the ceremony begin.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The hand of
The
shadow,
bud of glow.
Thanatos. Remember
Or their name from the past. The daylight they came to their fragrant dwelling. They returned to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titans. A traveler risen from the dead and reborn among the mortal kind. She is everlasting night and shall now proclaim in her good name.
O majesty of the 12 Titans, we seek your divinity. To mend the rift, fill our bodies with blood of gold.
Till we wither in wailing
service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Surrender the core flame. Goodbye, Castris. Now she's still alive. It blows up. Three more to go. Did I say 2 more?
The constellation?
For life and death, to be more precise.
Jeez, you don't have to retort so much.
Look, it's...
See, she's still here with us. Is that Casterus?
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
Wait, who's gonna be the demigod of death then? Damn. Uh-huh.
What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans. Casterus... No. The Titan.
Damn, she's a Titan?
He said, I have illuminated the cold shadow.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright in its flame. Do not forget.
Why is her all gold? Why are the other ones, you know, not gold? That sounds prestigious or whatever.
She made quite a
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present, so let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akuma's divine laws, or...
You never change, do you, Professor?
Nah, you can't kill
I
Anaxa.
don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Oh, damn!
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind. It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
Wait, is he gonna become the reason Titan?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never...
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong.
You're
what
wrong.
exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we...
Damn, are they like
buds
the
that
Titans
sprout
from
from
Attack
the
on
seed.
Titans?
Is that
Yo, what if?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same. Because to destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself.
You know what? I'm liking Anox's
But
character.
we have someone
Not gonna lie.
who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and
Damn,
live
is he
on.
gonna be the world-bearing Titan?
Don't disappoint those most precious to you, and especially, don't bring dishonor.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone.
That is all I have to say.
Farewell, great performer. May Cersei's safe.
Salute him in the same way. May Cersei safeguard your
Are
thoughts.
you satisfied, honorable Titan?
Very.
Ah, ghost.
I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has success. Thus, I shall confer upon you the... You shall transcend the peaks of purity.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just... Oh, Cersei's.
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity. And you were never the type to give me any leap. But
I did.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, who...
But
it was me.
Since we are both equally, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Wait, hold on. I want to see something. Okay.
Rejoice, Circes. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Nah, our boy will come back. Damn, just like that, 2 core flames.
Thankfully, she's still alive. Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
Her condition was very similar. It's just that at the time the Express did not have a memory keeper who could diagnose her condition.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time.
When March awoken from the ice, her memories were completely wiped clean. I want to prepare for the worst and prevent something like that from happening again. Can you share with us your hypothesis?
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Hijacked?
Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone loses their ability?
I'm not a biologist, but I hear that there are a species of fish on a Wanwak that has a memory span of less than a second. It forgets everything that occurs in the very next instant. Perhaps something similar will happen. Wanwak.
Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine, but an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
Nothingness.
The belief of the garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. This is the driving force behind the continuance of the past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected.
Miss Black Swan, there is one thing that I haven't looked into deeply until now. You've guided us to inform us, but refuse to tell us your true intentions. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
I mean no offense, I'm merely speculating, but I appreciate your honesty if possible.
In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Emporius holds special significance. For some memo keepers,
perfect example.
A world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those pathstriders of remembrance were to uncover the secrets of, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel.
So the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to this star zone is just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the garden's internal conflicts.
Damn, is she going against the memo keepers? Remodeling a world is no easy feat. These extremists likely aren't just simply past riders. Do they wield the powers of emanators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses.
They're eons.
The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already...
Damn. Could they be the ones who hijacked March 7th's
I
memories?
cannot be certain, but at the very least, I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th. But the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
What's wrong?
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please.
Damn! Is the Garden Recollection coming? Has something changed?
It's Fuli. Their gaze has just swept across Emphorius.
Isn't Fuli the Remembrance Eon? Right? He's a guy from Lion Guard. Okay, yeah, he is the Eon of Remembrance.
Oh, how interesting. I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head. What's even more interesting is that the word Emphorius has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun.
It's hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Oh, please pardon me, Madam Herta.
Madam Herta.
Would you mind sharing with us?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional.
Nope.
Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and look. Not only does this person know of Emphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
It seems like Miss Black.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious...
You got it.
To head to Emphorius yourself?
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room.
Damn. Why don't you just send a robot? Can't Silverwolf somewhat? There's too many goddamn concepts.
But of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
Damn IPC.
I see. You do seem like the more...
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral... Then, sit back, and...
Well, it shows the actual Express coordinates with the Herta. I don't know why I couldn't say coordinates.
Alright, now that everything is ready... Mirrors, get to work.
Damn. Are we almost done?
Play like how you usually do in the simulated universe.
Damn. Alright, I'm
Madam,
off.
Watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me. It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could make... Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait.
This brat. Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
Damn, he's lying.
Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express.
Well, this young man sure is courteous.
Damn, did she just call Welt a young man?
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, madam. The preparations are complete.
Second mirror.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Emphorius celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
A third mirror.
You're in charge of generating the data.
What kind of a
Good question. Let me forget it. Just use my own appearance.
As you.
Have we met the actual Herda?
Fourth mirror, you'll be in charge of. It seems like I have nothing for you. Just
Stand by again. Next time, can you count down from Warren's death?
You got it. Next save file
Preparation of the
in
data
like
sphere
2
entity
years or a year.
complete. Thought refraction at
Of
max
max
power.
power.
Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates
He's gonna fade to black.
complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Spatial warp countdown. Warp activated.
Flashbang.
Oh, so that's Emphoria? Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Damn, what's gonna happen?
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power.
Ha, what's the Flame Reaver doing here?
What a magnificent sight. Is this the entrance to Emphorius?
Wait, is my theory true about if you go to wait, hold on. Unless they're all gone. Wait, yeah, because I theorized that like when the Trailblazer went to Amphorius, they like went into like different times. Like Amphorius was stuck in a loop, and that loop got broken when we crashed there.
Let's see. Perhaps. What's this? A statue?
Yeah.
What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare?
Damn, now we got a good look at the Flame Reaver. He's got a moon, he's got a sun, he's got claws. It's obviously Cypher.
Oh, I finally found your... How esteemed must you be for the great Herda to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives. It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of.
Or I'm just wrong with my theory.
How am I going to get into Emphorius?
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed.
It's Lygus.
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise.
Were we part of his
pity that the
calculations?
preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality.
Are you not going to answer my question?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future. But if you just like Kurgus, Lygus.
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name.
Regrettably, I do not have the... However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, I'm able to disclose. Now, please, kindly turn back. Emphorius is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind...
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason...
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beaut, but my answer remains unchanged. Madam,
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering... How do you plan to dispel this notion?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,200. After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require...
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Emphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition.
What?
I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case scenario,
He said erudition. Lygus knows about the eons. They're not supposed to know that.
No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
Oh, I knew it. Kind of. I thought it.
That you still wish to hear the third.
Of course.
Yes.
Why wouldn't?
Third, even if you exhaust all you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much...
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your... But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
The entire of Anthorius will blow up.
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack.
Shoot, I forgot. There's 3 paths that have their hold on Amphorius. It's the Remembrance, something, and something. I think Erudition is one of them.
Destruction. So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your... You will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager. And when that happens,
do it, Herda. Do it! Damn. Well, that's the end of that. We've got 2 core flames to go. We got Aquala's core flame and then something else. Alrighty. Top 2, I'll look up some names. Damn. Mestia. Alright. Alright. Unless, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the eye is Aquila. Okay, the sky. And then the wheel is Kefli. Alright.
Looks like this collateral
is... Hold on, I need to find a better picture. Okay, so so obviously Kefli's gonna be Mida. Is that the world bearing Titan? I can't see from this picture, so what if I yeah, I'm saying it's probably world bearing Kefli, right? World bearing type 10 HSR. Okay, it is Kefli. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. And oh, welcome back. You just joined back to Rise. I finished it, and Rise, I'm about to get off. I'll stream tomorrow, probably around this time. All right, you know what? I'm so far liking this Claim your polls, you're right. How long do I have? I got 30 days. I should also claim my letter. Damn, who's it gonna be? No one. I'll do it eventually. Alright, so... Damn, we got 2 core flames left. Aquila and Kefli's. We're probably going to get Aquila's next patch. And then after that, who knows? I actually have no idea what a patch after next patch is going to be. I also need to do, finish the world map. I'll do it. I got 30 days. I got all the time in the world. Damn, and the launch of the, or I guess, yeah, the day of the launch of the game is only 5 days away. Damn. Well, I'm sure we'll see what the next patch entitles in like 2 weeks from now. Yeah, wait. Yeah, around 2 to 3 weeks from now, we should be getting 3.3's live stream. Well, when we'll get Hyacinth and Cypher banner, and then when that patch gets launched, I and probably everyone else, well, most people will probably know what the patch after that will hold. Shoot, when is that? That would be June? I'm pretty sure. Okay, 8 days left. That brings us to the end of April. We got Anoxus's banner left. Should last 20 days. That's halfway through May. Well, 20th of May around-ish. 3.3, 40 days. July. Shoot, yeah. I'm just speculating. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to call it. I'll stream tomorrow. I'll probably... You know, tomorrow will just be a random day. I'll probably just do whatever. Or maybe Wednesday. I'll do something. I'll figure something out. Oh, wait, wrong thing. But you know what? Yeah, that's where I'm gonna call it. I hope next patch story isn't 7 hours long. I hope it's like less than that. Please only let it be around 2 hours long. And getting a core flame, we can't get another new region to another new region back to another new region, right? Shoot, we're getting a world boss though. Who knows? Alright, I think that's where I'm going to call it. Yep, always thanks for watching. Did appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.